Hey, what's going on, guys? It's HawksNest here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the GKS SMG. Now, a ton of people have been asking me lately whether or not I think the GKS is a good SMG and whether or not I think it will be meta next season. And I thought in today's video, I'd just go over some of these stats really quickly and let you guys know what I think of the gun statistically, as well as letting you guys know what I think about the weapon after using it for 2 straight days. If you guys didn't know, I have been streaming every single day on Trovo. Link down below if you guys want to follow my stream channel. But once again, I have been using the weapon for 2 days straight, so this will be very analytical with both the numbers and statistics, as well as very experience-based, and I will be showing you guys some of the very good games I actually had with this weapon with my recommended class. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like and a sub down below if you guys do enjoy this video at any point. But now let's just go ahead and get into the statistics of this weapon. Okay, so first of all, we are using my website, HawksNest.gg, if you guys do want to check out these stats for yourself. But we will be comparing the GKS to the HD40 first of all, because I do think these two guns are very similar, but I do think that the GKS is just kind of like a better HD40, and I'll explain why soon. Then really quickly after that, we'll compare it to the Cordite, because currently the Cordite is the best SMG inside of COD Mobile. In terms of their fire rate, the GKS does shoot faster than the HD40 by a decent amount, although they are pretty similar. They are both considered slow firing SMGs. The recoil of the two weapons are very similar, although the HD40 is a little bit more vertical, but overall, like, they are kind of the same height and everything. But I would say the HD40 is a little bit easier to control, both without a grip as well as with a grip. So that is one small advantage the HD40 does have over the GKS, although once again, it is very similar recoils. The HD40 just doesn't go to the side as much. After using the weapon for quite a bit, I don't think this was a really big problem. I only really noticed the recoil of the GKS if I was going to extreme long ranges, but anything within, like, I'd say 30 meters is definitely really easy to control with the GKS. In terms of the damages and the ranges of the GKS, they are quite similar, but what you will notice is that the GKS does have better damages after about 20 meters, but the close range damage is a little bit lower on the GKS than the HD40, up to about 15 or 16 meters. Although this doesn't really matter that much, because 28 damage is a 4-shot kill and 25 damage is also a 4-shot kill. So the only thing that this means is that the HD40 will be wall banging a little bit better, and the headshots will be a little bit better as well. But that's pretty much it. For most of the time, if you're taking a fight against someone up to this distance, both of these weapons will be 4-shotting, so you won't really notice a difference. But once again, I did notice that the wall banging potential of the GKS is much worse than a lot of the ARs and a couple of the SMGs. In terms of how this correlates into time to kill, you can see the comparison right here. The GKS actually has a faster time to kill than the HD40 at all ranges. I think there's like 1 meter where the HD40 can kill faster, but overall the GKS is always going to kill faster than the HD40. Hitbox multipliers are the same, so you're just going to deal normal damage to the body and then a little bit more to the head. And basically one of the only things the HD40 is better at than the GKS is it does have a bigger magazine size. I don't really ever notice the small magazine size with the GKS because I just always use an extended mag. So just keep in mind that is going to be one of your slots, but the reload speed and all that isn't too bad as well. The ADS speed is a little bit slower on the GKS, but I just always ran iron sights on the GKS, and this is because the GKS iron sights are really nice. I actually really enjoyed using them, so I never used optics on this weapon, so I was always getting the fastest ADS speed that I could. I also occasionally would use quick draw just to kind of help out with this a little bit slower ADS speed. The mobility is standard with the GKS. It is fast because it is an SMG, so that is definitely one of the benefits of the GKS as opposed to like ARs, for example. But if you're used to SMGs, it's just going to be the same as always. So as you can tell, there's very few things that the HD40 is better than the GKS at, pretty much just the magazine size and a little bit of the recoil. So overall, the GKS is just a better weapon than the HD40, and this is also why I think the HD40 needs a buff. Now, I'm not going to go in depth with every single stat between the GKS and the Cordite, but I will tell you basically what the main differences are. One of the biggest differences is the fire rate. The Cordite has a 794 fire rate, and the GKS has a 597. So the GKS does shoot a lot slower than the Cordite, and this is very important because slower firing guns are more punishing when you miss. If you don't know exactly what I mean, think of it this way. If you have a sniper, you could technically like kill someone instantly as soon as you shoot your gun, but obviously if you miss a shot, it's going to take a very long time to get your second shot out. So that's just an example as to why slower firing guns are a little bit harder to use. That's because you have to be extremely accurate with the weapon. Otherwise, the time that it actually takes you to kill someone will continue to go up. It's kind of hard to explain exactly what I mean by this, but essentially the Cordite you can spray and pray with, and it's a lot easier to use, whereas the GKS is a gun that you really only bust out if you're feeling extremely accurate. Another good comparison is like the ASM-10 as opposed to like I don't know, like the Type 25. Type 25 you can just spray and pray with and just kind of like use it as a bullet hose, whereas the ASM-10 you have to be a very accurate for that gun to really have its full potential. And this is definitely something that I noticed with the GKS. If I was ever playing and I didn't feel fully warmed up, I would do terrible with the GKS because, again, because it shoots slower, it's very punishing when you do miss shots. Whereas the Cordite is super forgiving and you can basically use it anytime, even when you're not feeling great, it is still a really good weapon to use. And another thing too is when you're playing very good players, they're going to have very good movement, so they're going to be moving side to side, jumping, drop shotting, all of this stuff to like make you miss shots when you're shooting them. So I've noticed that the GKS against very good players is way harder to use than like the RUS or the Cordite. And I think this is one of the biggest flaws of the weapon, but if you are the most accurate player in the world, the GKS is going to be super good. If you guys want to compare the Cordite and the GKS more in depth, you guys could check all of the stats on the website. Another big thing about the Cordite is the broken hipfire. Obviously, the GKS doesn't have broken hipfire at all. So if you're someone that loves hip firing a lot, that is another huge benefit of the Cordite. Realistically, I could only see the GKS becoming a meta weapon if the Cordite got a huge nerf. And when I say huge, I mean that the hip fire would have to get nerfed like a lot, or the, I don't know, maybe the damage and the ranges would have to be nerfed a decent amount. But realistically, I just don't see the GKS being super meta. I do think it is a great gun if you're accurate, but obviously if you are playing against really good players or you're not that great yourself, using a slower firing weapon is definitely not going to be the move, and you definitely want to be going for a faster firing gun. And I think it would have to take extreme nerfs to the Cordite or the RUS or both for the GKS to actually become meta or way more prevalent. Another thing about this weapon too that I realized after a whole day of playing with it is you do not use this weapon inside like a hard point. This is not a aggressive SMG where you're barrel stuffing people and getting in their faces. This is more an SMG where you kind of flank and use a suppressor and ghost. This gun is great when you are kind of playing the edges of the map and going on head glitches and stuff, and occasionally taking some like really close range fights, but it absolutely is not a gun that you have a Cordite like playstyle where you're really getting in like really close to people, because once again it has a small magazine and you can't spray and pray with it, so it is extremely hard to do that essentially. So these are the two classes that I did find extremely useful with the Cordite, and once again you want to be playing the edge of the map with this. But if you do every once in a while need to actually help your team out on a hardpoint or a domination flag or something like that, you can definitely do it with this class as long as you feel accurate. So to wrap things up before we actually get into some gameplay with this weapon, I do think the GKS works well. I don't think it's the best SMG in the world, but if you are feeling very accurate, this can work extremely well. But right now I think where the RUS and the Cordite and the other ARs are, I don't think the GKS really has a place in the meta, and it would definitely take a nerf to the Cordite and the RUS for this thing to become a little bit more prevalent as a long range SMG. Because where it stands right now, it really doesn't have anything that makes it stand out to me when compared to the other SMGs that can play range. So with all of that being said, now let's get into some gameplay just so I can show you guys what the potential of the GKS actually is. All right, let's play more of a flank now. But there's a, there's a teammate up here. Trying to strafe and I just fell off. It's kind of lucky that last bullet connected, to be honest. Oh, bro, he almost killed me. I'm getting smacked by KNs lately. KN or HBR? It's personal preference. I prefer HBR. I know a lot of people prefer the KN, though.
We're capturing B.
Barely got the headshot.
Repeat, UAV recon is standing by. Enemy taking B. Friendly Molotov. Capturing Bravo. UAV online.
Nice.
We captured Bravo.
Good plays. Good plays. All right, start flanking now that we got the cap. Try to get behind him here. It should be an easy double as long as they don't see me.
Enemy Molotov. Losing Bravo.
Whoa, don't like that.
UAV online. Losing enemy inside. Missile
Low.
on standby.
Easy. They're spawning behind now.
Reloading.
It's building.
Molotov is ready.
This thing suppress is disgusting, I'm telling you.
UAV recon ready for deployment.
You gonna peek? What?
Losing Bravo.
Okay. Good shot. Ah, I wasted a lot of shots. Ha! I have like no ammo. I gotta pick up the can. There we go. Get a UAV out because I have no vision.
UAV online. Target's inside.
Peek. Okay. She's gonna come up the stairs. 3, 2, 1. Yup. Dude, the can does feel nice. Mainly just because the iron sights are amazing. No, that's... Okay, they got him off C. Whew. That's all I cared about was just getting him off C right there.
Losing B.
That's fine. We can still get him off B.
Friendly Predator missile.
That's fun. Teammates got him off though. Not taking that kind of fight with an SMG. No chance, dude.
Enemy contact.
Good first half. That was good.
Enemy taking
We get him
Bravo.
off. That was my contribution.
Enemy
That
has
is okay.
Bravo.
Unfortunate. Someone comes through.
Enemy contact.
Nope. Oh, yeah, he's shotting.
Bravo.
Changing mag.
Kind of want to pick that up, not gonna lie. Same shotty, kid. Nice, I got it now.
Reloading. Cover me.
My shotty now, boy.
Recon
I'm just a better
standing by.
shotgun player, dude.
UAV recon is
You
standing
can't
by.
hang.
UAV online.
This guy come through.
Capturing B. Be careful. Enemy Molotov.
He's just getting ran. I'm just gonna keep him kind of spawned up here a little bit. Dude, he's just getting... He keeps spawning and dying.
We're capturing
Enemy
Bravo.
inside.
Bro, I feel so bad for this kid. No, I don't.
We're capturing C. We're capturing B.
They spawning it. Oh, no, dude.
Deployment.
He got his revenge. He had Annihilator.
We're capturing B.
Let's get a B cap, boys.
Online.
I literally hate spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. It was the exact same kid with a shotty every time. He had just no range to counter it at all.
We're capturing Bravo.
Barely.
We're capturing B.
I'm getting crowd bombed, boys. I can't do a whole lot here. I'm trying to though. Nice, good cap.
Captured B. UAV
Enemy
recon
contact.
standing by.
Same kid.
UAV
Every time.
recon is standing by.
Oh, reposition.
Inbound.
Veto.
UAV online.
We gotta hold this B for a while, so I'm just gonna like play as safe as I can right here and just set up. I mean, we're gonna win. He has a VTOL unless they shoot it down like immediately. Kind of head glitch this a little bit. Whoa.
Enemy
It's like when people jump, it's when it gets the most laggy. I'm dead. Oh, not. He's worse than I am.
Predator missile inbound.
Easy double. Base Jeff, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die. Bet I get the last kill. Ready? It's gonna be a long range beam. We're good.
Losing Bravo.
Oh. Oh, that guy was chasing me in there. I didn't even realize. GG's. If the PDW had better iron sights, i.e. the Razorback, it would be used probably just as much as the Razorback, if I'm being honest. Or the RUS. They both start with R. Oh, don't like that, don't like that. I always die right there from that, like, guy. Or someone in that spot. Someone come through.
Captured Charlie.
Dude, why did I get spawned on this side, actually? What is the spawn? Okay. Why was I spawned right there, dude? Spawns get all whack like that sometimes. Like, if there's just a sweet spot where you can spawn, it'll put you there.
Cover me. Target's inside.
Bro. Holy. Tap him up a little bit.
Captured Bravo.
Oh, good cap. That was actually very clutch. Game-changing play right there.
Friendly Molotov out. Losing B. Molotov is ready. Friendly
Let's check that out.
Molotov
Help real quick.
Losing Bravo.
Molly's helping.
This is close. Fight harder.
Oh, Molly got him. Yeah, it was just stuck on it. Couldn't get off.
UAV online.
I'm suppressed there. They don't know.
Taking the lead. UAV recon ready
Good
for
kill.
deployment.
Oh, they're behind us now. Well, there's like 2 guys behind us.
Contact with enemy.
Bro. Oh. If I didn't kill that guy, I would have been very sad.
Cover me.
What are they doing right now, man? What am I doing?
Need backup. Need backup. Reloading.
Chill for a sec. Get a regen.
UAV online.
I don't like that. Bro, I keep getting so low. Teammates, you guys got to clutch here because I'm healing. Good kills, bro. My team's popping off.
Predator missile awaiting orders.
Don't like that. Bro, does this not wallbang? Since when? Since when? I thought this could wallbang like anything. Am I tripping? Has it not been like that?
Enemy sight.
Oh, man.
Molotovs ready.
I was tapping until he peeked.
UAV recon standing
Well,
by. Repeat. UAV recon is standing
I kind of want to
by.
wait for a teammate to die and pick up his gun or something here.
Objective almost complete.
Can you die? Oh, thank you. I got him killed. Lol. Oh, that's
Nice
funny.
work. Get ready
Nuke
for the next
snap?
round.
Yeah, waiting for your teammate to die, it worked. Bro, he got so low. Jeez.
Reloading. Cover me.
Need to make sure not to run out of ammo here. Gotta be at least a little bit conservative.
Enemy in sight.
Bro! Holy. I just tapped up so many people.
Next out.
Oh, that's a easy triple, bro. Easy triple. Get off that shield. We honestly should have capped off that.
Online. Predator missile on standby.
That's a ruthless.
Capturing B.
Get a regen here. Nice rotation.
You're capturing Bravo.
Okay. I feel like I'm running pretty low on ammo. I'm not gonna
Target's
lie.
in sight.
Yeah, I'm getting really low on ammo. That's no good. I don't. Someone's gonna come out of the smoke. I'm worried.
Losing Bravo.
Oh no!
Predator missile inbound.
There we go. Did I die? I didn't even die either. Totally worth it. Something like that.
UAV
Get a
online.
regen. Bro!
Friendly Molotov.
I got shot.
UAV
This
recon.
is the relentless. I have like no ammo.
UAV online. Heads up.
Target's in sight.
UAV spotted.
Oh no, dude! I thought that was a teammate for some reason. Whatever, we'll play it out. I could have nuked that, bro. I could have. I don't know why, but I thought that was a teammate.
Reloading.
Keep on them. Winning this
Maybe I
one.
spoke too soon.
Enemy in sight.
Enemy Molotov.
Bro, they got so many shields.
Enemy shock
Reloading.
RC is coming.
Yep, nope. Oh man.
Be careful.
Got him?
Enemy Molotov.
Grenade.
Oh, I didn't get that. That would have been very sad.
Enemy UAV spotted. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy
in
UAV
sight.
spotted.
Whoa.
Molotovs ready.
That was way too close. Bro, what are you doing? You should have killed me ages ago. Jeez.
Recon is standing by.
There's a guy behind.
UAV
Nice, good kill.
online.
Barely got that guy.
Bravo.
Reloading.
Dude, I really like building this thing to strafe for sure.
We're capturing B.
GG's. Good round. Yeah, we could have got it. I think the biggest issue was, well, not the biggest issue. Well, okay, number one, I kept running out of ammo. That put me in a tough spot. And then number two, the one guy that ran by, for whatever reason, I thought it was a teammate. I panicked.